How does this affect the entirety of the carry composition?
This one I like. This one I like. Okay,
Why?
with the Lolita, you affect the carry composition just providing an overall good team fight, and also the bulwark to shield your teammates away from the hits of the carry. But this Kadita, what this allows the Philippines to do is abuse this Franco-Kadita combo in the early game such that the attention is away from the carry. And it's also good threat versus Valentina and Lolita. So overall
Really
sound
love it.
pick from Philippines, really making a good, good support pick here. Because even if you say that the Lolita can check bushes, Kadita does that perfectly well as well against both of these two heroes.
The Franco and the Kadita are basically a very classic combination.
They got blindsided by
Very
the
point and click, right?
Yeah.
It's such an easy combo to pull
Point
off.
and tap.
Point and tap. Sorry about that. Yes.
Yeah,
Point
and
and tap.
you know the best part about the Kadita Franco combo is that it seems single target, but it could also be not a single target thing. Because
Correct.
usually when you get one target with a bloody hunt, you'd see some other guy trying to help that other guy out, and they both die anyway. And I'm speaking out of solo queue experience only, so it might not happen here in the Pro League.
I think you ban out Barats here
That's
for
good.
PH. Are there Barats or Akai?
Yeah. Barret sa kay Kufra. Big tanky picks.
Philippines has last pick, okay? So I don't think their jungler matchup matters to them as well. So I feel like you can remove some of these OP junglers like Red Rin. Barats, the only reason why I mentioned it because it's because of the fact that it's good against Kadita and Franco, although it's not that tanky, but it's
Come on,
sustainable. It's
Dexter.
enough.
It's our showtime.
They go for Claude back, making sure that they win late game.
They
I feel-
focus on the gold lane this time
Yeah,
around.
that's actually really good. A good idea.
They can go Hellkirk late game.
No.
Last pick.
They're probably gonna go Hellkurt or Fanny here.
You know what? I have not seen the Fanny from Saison here for the longest time, but I won't be complaining if I do see it. Word on the streets, he's probably the best Fanny in the 32nd SEAGAMES men's MLBB.
I agree. I can.
Word on the streets or word on the sea?
Word on the sea. You
Oh,
know what?
sorry.
I'm
Sorry.
so sorry. You know what?
Never
The
mind.
word on
Never
the sea
It reached Myanmar.
Yes.
reached Myanmar. They take it
Never
off
mind.
the table.
You go Lapu Lapu.
Haya?
Lapu Lapu.
Sorry.
Last pick jungler.
XP first. Yes.
See value in me?
Is he gonna do it?
Well, can
You
flex
should.
it. So ideally, it's nice. I mean, fundamentally, it's sound because you can flex it to XP, and it's also a good laner versus the glue.
Oh man, it's gonna be this last
You
two
go high
picks.
here, right?
Yes.
Last two
100%.
picks for Myanmar. What is the smart thing to do if you're Burmese?
You go Akai.
Bea.
Akai Brody.
Brody, how's the Brody carry matchup? You do have the range advantage, but do you scale better by the mid game?
It's a good matchup just because of the fact that Brody deals more damage and it's also a huge shot on level 3. And you have rumors that can actually visit the lane to make sure that the carry get disabled. Oh, they get a Hellkirk themselves. So Myanmar,
I steal it away.
Coach Daya was like,
Dragon
you
spirit
lost the
here.
opportunity to go for the Hellkirk jungle, but they go instantaneously
It's sound.
with a Yuzong pick
It's a very sound lineup for Philippines.
because it's a threat versus the Beatrix. Yeah.
It's now or never, boys. Myanmar versus Philippines. Only one gets the challenge Malaysia to the top of the leaderboards.
This is for all the marbles.
Man.
And the cakes.
Everything in
And the
between.
sinigangs.
In the world. I don't know. At this point, you could literally see the world with all the MLBB action that's happening right in front of you. We are down to our final match of the night, and it's going down to the wire, just as the other semifinals matchup that came before this one. The Philippines was projected to be an undefeatable monster in the 32nd SEAGAMES MLBB, but that is not the truth right now. The truth is, they are struggling against Myanmar.
I think you can make a hard case here where the Hellkirk pick does not work on the side of Myanmar. It's mostly just to contain the last pick potential Team Philippines, but I kind of feel like with the Yuzong pick, it just shatters what Myanmar wants in the mid game.
And now we enter the land of dawn. It seems as if we're back to a very calm scenario from a very tense game number 2. It still feels like it happened. Oh, you know what? It really happened a few minutes ago.
For me, it just feels like a calm before the storm. You can expect a lot of explosive action from Myanmar. I think around level 5 or level 4 here with the lineup that they drafted.
We're just gonna have to wait for that moment to happen. For now, people will be farming around, poking each other out inside the lane, keeping the action away from the gold laners, trying to give their carries a safe haven down gold lane.
What's the hit on the bottom side, Midnight? I don't think you kind of expected the Beatrix to pop up here.
It's a neutral lane. I would say it's a wash lane because I don't think the Beatrix provide much threat versus the carry. Because if you are able to land those runners, then
it's a 4-man pincer maneuver. It's first blood going over into the Philippines, and I don't think they're to Myanmar rather. I don't think they're done. They got 2 out of the way.
2 kills straight to the mouths of Myanmar. Great engage. They caught Philippines by surprise there. And Ken 101 on this Hellcurt, and we know how snowbally this assassin could go.
Oh my goodness!
That's half of his HP gone.
yeah, and this is big for Myanmar. Yu Zong is level 3. Ken is going to be able to take this turtle without any contention, probably from the X-Laner.
It's gonna take Saison quite a maneuver to pull one out. And there it goes, Arcangel being solo killed as well.
Wow, such a great start from Myanmar here, already ahead by 1.1k, plus the first turtle of the game. Looks like Philippines will be put on the defensive end once again.
And Zippy definitely looking a lot better in this game now that he doesn't need to worry about single targets anymore.
Yep.
Now he can kind of just focus on spamming on AoE behind Naomi and behind Justin.
Yeah, and the strength of this Beatrix is that you can utilize the double lane. He clears wave in a fast manner such that he can just leave the lane. And you know, with this movement coming out from Munigo, this is just to make sure that the carry is able to farm up. These are wasted movements because Myanmar at the moment is more concerned about getting the damage items on Zippy.
That is the biggest priority, obviously, but right now it feels like that path of this looks a lot clearer for me. And
Question, yeah.
And now we're back in the land of dawn.
oh
finally.
boy! And I hope Rekitiano gets a smile on his face soon, because I know how nerve-wracking it must be over there.
Must be destroying him internally, but he's basically lit
Holding on, he's holding on.
Myanmar is still ahead by 1k here, and Unigo will be pulling the orange buff just to annoy the enemy jungler. And now Myanmar will be able to... Well, did Saison secure it with a retribution? He did.
Oh yeah! Oh, Arcangel blew up a glue there! And there are glulets all over the ground!
It's very rare to see like a glue being blown up by a Kadita. I'm not quite sure how that happened.
Exactly.
Because usually glues just press one ultimate and they walk away.
Good to go, right? I mean, how did Arcangel manage that? Whoa! Dark Knight Falls going down there. Beautiful re-engage here by Naomi. And that's the cleanup crew by Myanmar.
Look at that setup coming in from Naomi.
Yeah, the layering of spells as well with Dark Knight Falls to jump in. You know, the carry was silenced. He was able to use the Purify. But after that, Naomi delayed actually the the trigger onto the Luminal Blast, and they were able to land a stun on Rekishano. Onigo, however, was able to flicker out, but it's just the Franco that gets away. You know, this is gonna be a hard game for Rekishano this time around, and it'll shake. As you were mentioning earlier, this will shake Rekishano.
And looking at how Myanmar is playing this, looks like the snowball is real for Ken. Already with the DHS, and looks like they're going to try to steal away this turtle. Saison and Cannon though, around that area already. Ken going to use his stingers towards the coin crab. Not quite sure why.
Ruby Didi just holding on to this turtle, making sure that Saison can't go near. Saison has great health, but he's actually quite low. He's looking for a target. He's looking for Justin. He's getting some shot essence, but I don't think he can last long enough. Dark Knight Falls is down, and Canon will fall as well. and that should be a go signal to go for the turtle.
Saison.
Arcangel has the thalassophobia, but Saison will be pushed off out of the vicinity of the
That's a short turtle.
And this is going to be a turtle secured for Myanmar. The second turtle of the game.
That was such a weird team fight approach by Philippines. Saison used the retribution to try and take out, move away from the Hellcat. And Ken, again, finds another kill onto the Franco. While Philippines, Regishano was able to take a turret on the bottom lane. I don't think that was a fair trade for Philippines. Myanmar would still get ahead.
At all. Right now they are a 2K gold lead, and I would say it will increase further and further. Myanmar definitely has more control of the map so far.
Yes, definitely, with a 2K gold lead to boot. Myanmar is starting to be more aggressive, find more opportunities. I do feel like Philippines having slight miscommunication issues here. A lot of entrances and a lot of exits are being blocked by Myanmar, and they can't seem to find the same thing that they want to find.
Yeah, Philippines not able to maximize Unigo so far. I am still waiting for that money hook, that big play, but I don't think it's. I don't think we're gonna see it right now. Myanmar being very careful.
Yeah. Philippines, they need to get more space. Let's stay on map for Regishano to be able to farm up. But Myanmar looks like they're not gonna give it.
Wow, Unigo!
Wow, he felt the slow.
He felt it.
He felt the slow. He was like, okay, I'm pretty sure Naomi would trigger it as quick as possible.
That's a lot of skills being used by Myanmar. Ruby DD
With the hook!
goes down. There's the hook that we've been looking for Unigo. It finally happens, and Ken is going to be taken as a consequence. But now, what's the follow-up going to look like? Looks like Zippy is still alive. Naomi has the defensive capabilities to keep Justin alive as well. That's going to be the reset for the Philippines.
I mean, it's a 2-for-1 at this point in Myanmar. They do lose a bit of gold against Philippines, but it's just around 500, 600. But Philippines will be taking that since it was basically given to them for free. With now the turtle, the last turtle of the game, spawning as well. Myanmar could possibly score all three in this game number 3.
For right now, better positions for Myanmar. Unigo's the only one who gets stunned up.
No blast casted by Myanmar.
That is interesting. Now that's
Huge
a big ultimate that they are not going to be able to use
Unigo.
for the next few seconds.
Nice angle from Unigo. He bites one.
He bites on and he does hard work. But that's going to be it. Zippy is some good damage. Ken secures the turtle as well. That's a double for the Beatrix.
Books the Lolita, pays the price.
Yeah, Dark Knight falls into the Fierce Passion. So much damage coming off from Myanmar. And Philippines, again, this is just the gold difference. Regishano does not have that same level of damage as Myanmar now has. Look at that.
Damage from Justin, but a bloody heart, petrified. Make that a killing spree for Arcangel.
Well, Unigo is making a very different case here for Philippines. He is the current playmaker. He is holding the ground here for PH. But the goal difference, again, as we've seen from a
locked in for Ken.
That's gonna
you
hurt.
already know.
Damage from Ken.
We're gonna see some really spicy plays coming in from Myanmar soon.
Look at bottom though. Myanmar can easily push down this tower and threaten, the base tower as well.
And let's see if they're actually gonna go for the push here. Zippy trying to make sure.
He's wary.
Let's be safe. There's nothing wrong with checking things with your renner's apathy. That's actually a smart thing to do, but Unigo might find Naomi here. Will he actually go?
All right,
no, he won't.
A little bit of a high five moment there.
Yeah.
Just temp check, but that's definitely a lot of gold going over to the side of Myanmar because of that.
Yeah, very good positioning coming out from Naomi again. The overall protection on Zippy, just making sure that this Beatrix is allowed to farm up and get his items. Ooh,
Ouch,
wow.
baby.
2,000 damage on the runner's apathy.
All right.
Look, I mean, at this point, Zippy is already quite farmed up. I think the double lane method that Myanmar employed in the early to the mid game has paid off in dividends.
Yeah, this is a typical Beatrix, peak Beatrix in 2022, 2021.
We've gone full circle. I mean, we started with the Nibiru, changed to the Renner, to the shotgun, and now we're back to
Renner.
It's Rage.
We're slowly going back to Harem. You never know, we might see Alice again. And we'll take double waving.
Oh my god.
Never know.
Myanmar, they're being so decisive. They run straight for the Lord, not giving the Philippines time to react.
And This is a level 1 Lord as they go for Canon with the Black Dragon form. Will be able to fly away.
Very good heads-up play.
Canon doesn't want to taste that malefic roar. He ran straight for the hills.
And look at bot lane though.
Oh.
Philippines, they're going for a base
Counterplay.
brace. The Glue will be responding, but they're gonna get at least one turret and trade-off between the both lanes.
That's equal on gold right now. But I would say,
Ooh, Rakashano. Ooh, finding a orange buff to his name, and he's actually keeping up in terms of farm.
Small bonus for a very aggressive rotation, but Philippines, they still have this Lord to deal with.
They have to use this Lord for Myanmar. They have to jump in with the Hellcart. I don't think you have more space to give to PH, even though your lineup is super powerful. You don't want to risk it, especially with this kind of setup from Philippines. Because imagine late game.
Ken almost got deleted there. Just had a sliver of health.
That's still a crucial pickoff for Myanmar.
Absolutely. 22 seconds off Arcangel means the clear is critical here for the Philippines.
They have a jump from Ken. They can use the Dark Nightfall. Diddy dodges the hook.
It was still a great attempt by Arcangel, but Saison looks to be in trouble here.
Yep, there's nowhere to go for the young jungler of the Philippines. Lord gonna be slowed down at least for the meantime, but the big thing is good hook coming in from Onigo, and that's gonna be Ruby Didi going down without a fight.
So Saison basically suicided just to make sure that the Lord is not marching for the tower.
Ouch!
So, kind of ouch!
What a hook once more. Justin again mostly taken care of there. The sliver of health again still keeping up. That gold lead really keeping Myanmar alive.
And Myanmar right now is still holding on to that gold lead. Onigo has been landing hook after hook. Here comes a concealed play.
Another concealed play.
Might go here for
Zippy?
a bloody hunt. Zippy almost breezing through that bloody hunt.
Onigo paying the dividends forward. And the Fredrin again, that play, he did not just die. He aggroed the Lord away from the turret, and now Philippines, they're able to fight for another day because of that. And that was it. That was what allowed Onigo to pull off these amazing hooks. But the question is, for how long can Philippines do this? How much time can they buy for Rakashano on the carry?
And how are they gonna look on the 5v5s if you just keep doing that, and if you lose your towers, the hooks are not gonna matter as much.
And look at this, the gold coming in from Zippy. 10k in this game, and the damage.
And Onigo tanked as much as he could, but that was only 2 skills. It is looking really, really dire
Oh, 9 seconds for the
for
Lord.
the Philippines.
It's already a loser's Lord. It's going to be very crucial for Philippines to either steal or contest, because one big Lord push from Myanmar might seal the deal, and this is game 3. This is the most important game for both Myanmar and the Philippines.
Look into Arcangel though. Creative angles from the Kanina. Nice move from Saison. This is a hard Lord to contest for Myanmar. Even though they have so many jumps, they have to get in to the territory of Yuzong and the Franco.
Maximum communication is the key to execute this. Will Philippines be able to do it? Naomi's on the front actually. Ruby Didi on the side. He's looking for Rekitano.
Canon!
Oh my God! With a 2-man knockup.
Petrify!
The Petrifies are coming in hot for the Philippines. That is 2 down, and more are following suit. 4 men down for Myanmar.
They find the bodies of Myanmar, and the gold lead is diminished. This might just be a one-way push for the Philippines. This might be the game. This might be Philippines stealing the deal.
Ruby Didi trying his best, but it is just way too much. And just like that, the Philippines are going to the final.
You could see the smiles in the faces of the Filipinos in the crowd as Team Sipol, Team Philippines, jumps for joy after a grueling loss in game number 1. They finally find the winning recipe to defeat Myanmar.
Oh my God, the Filipino God sequence. Stop, Petrify. Triple targets from Canon. And then Arcangel seals the deal. Deleting Myanmar from the face of the Lord Pit.
I don't care what the stats say, it is very obvious. Canon and Arcangel were the joint MVPs of that last game.
Oh my goodness, the double petrify, that was nasty.
That was insane. An insane play.
They cannot believe it.
It is the game changer for Team Philippines as they shake the hands of Myanmar, a worthy opponent, a formidable foe, and a friend. SEAGAMES, baby!
SEAGAMES for the Philippines. They are going to finals. They will face Malaysia in the big one tomorrow. And that saying something. Myanmar, they're not done. They will also be facing on the bronze match.
They're already adding each other.
Yeah, they're adding each other in IG.
That
is so quick.
Yeah.
That's how you know.
Open up the Instagrams.
Justin is the friendliest guy
Mr. Congeniality.
in the world stage. And there you go. Arcangel and Justin now officially friends on Facebook.
I want to be friends with Justin as well, man.
What a perk. What a perk right
Well,
there.
after a play like that from Arcangel, if you're Justin, you're hella adding that guy.